Hello, I'm Terrence Oglesby with the Field of 68. I'm here with unanimous preseason first team selection, Jalen Wilson of the Kansas Jayhawks. Jalen, first of all, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Secondly, congratulations on last year's national championship. And I want to ask you this because I know Kansas did this huge tour. You guys went around the state of Kansas, did this big autograph signing and celebration. How long was it until you really started to focus in on this season?
It definitely took a while. I mean, when winning a national championship, it's so much that goes into it. It's more than just an accomplishment for the team, but for the whole city. Everybody was able to celebrate that. Everybody had a piece in that. You said the parade. That was a really big piece of it. Getting to celebrate with everybody. So I'd say late night was kind of like the night that we transitioned to. This is a new season. This is a new year. Focus on what we have ahead of us. But it takes so long. We got the rings, the banner, kind of everything came to fold on late night. So it was a great night to kind of like, turn the page, but also recognize that special team that we had last year.
And that team you had last year, Christian Brown is now gone. Ochai Abaji now gone. You had a huge role last year for the team, but transitioning into this season, you're obviously going to be relied on a little bit more, right?
Of course.
What is the thing that you looked at in your game that you're like, this is what I need to improve on to be that piece for Kansas this year?
First thing I noticed, after losing so many great guys, is I got to be a leader now. I got to be the guy that people go to rely on for on and off the court. Whenever y'all need help, I'm here for you for answers that I can give you. Having the knowledge that I have with winning a national championship, going through the ups and downs that we had last season, I feel like I have a lot that I can offer to younger guys coming up that maybe I didn't have when I was a freshman, sophomore, guys who didn't get to play as much as what they wanted to last year. Now they have to step up as well. But I always looked up to Ochai. He was a great leader for us, and he taught me so much about being a good leader and what it takes to lead a team, lead a place like Kansas. So now having that opportunity, coming back, I just take it full head of steam. I'm very excited for the season and leadership and just getting guys together. Getting guys to recognize their role and how they can help us win.
When you talk about Kansas in the Big 12, you talk about how much success that Bill Self has had, and you're a big part of that. Even though you lose those guys, right? You and DeJuan Harris, the expectations don't change. Uh, that's something you signed up for, right? And what is it about Kansas uh, that provides that precedent going into every season? And how do you handle those expectations?
Yeah, I mean, you said it. Faces will always change. This place is great. Great players come and go, but the expectations never do. The history that follows along, way before I came here, it's just been always a winning mentality. This is the creator of basketball. The founders that have been through here, Wilts, the Paul Pierces, the Andrew Wiggins. It goes on and on and on. And when you sign up to come to Kansas, you're not playing for yourself. You're playing for that name across your chest and all the people that came before you. And you just have to have that pride of winning, that winning pride. This isn't about you. This is about how you can impact this place to make it better than as it was when you found it. And that's something that I took really pride in, especially last year, seeing the opportunities that we had to win, the opportunities that we had to make this place special. And I feel like we definitely took that on. And coming back now this year, it's going to be the same mindset. We want to win a national championship, want to win a conference championship, but it starts every single day in practice. Our preseason schedule was pretty tough, and we're going to get really tested, on in home court and on the road. So it's going to be very well, going to learn a lot. But like you said, expectations will never change with the Hall of Fame coach and the coaching staff that we have, the fans that we have. They're used to is winning. We've only lost, I think, in my whole time being here, 3 games in the field house. So it's a lot of winning
Wild
here,
stat.
but
Wild
that's what
stat.
you sign up for, and that's why I came here.
And you talked about trying to get another conference championship. The Big 12 is arguably the toughest conference in the country. There's only 10 teams in a Big 12, which is mind blowing to me. I'm still trying to figure that one out, but that's going to change next year. But uh, the conference you're in, every single night is tough. I mean, you look at the team that came in last place last year. Bob Huggins coaches them, right? Like it's a brutal schedule every single night. What are your thoughts about that? Because there are no days off.
No, every single Monday night, you're prepping for a battle on Tuesday. And, every Friday, you're prepping for a battle on Saturday. And it just comes with the Big 12. so many great coaches, so many Hall of Fame caliber coaches. I mean, it's never a night off. You have to respect every single opponent. Like you said, no matter if they're the bottom of the Big 12, you're on the road. It's going to be a good game. They're going to bring everything they have, especially with Kansas. We seem to bring the best out of everybody, and that's what we like. You know, we love to compete, love to have their fans. You know, if they're going to come out for one game only in this conference and it's going to be us, we'll have it. We'll take it. You know, that's what you sign up for when you come here. And like you said, there's so many good players in this conference, so many good coaches, but that's why we have the success we do in postseason. I mean, you look at last year, how many Big 12 teams had success. I remember Iowa State was at the Elite Eight with us. I mean, they had a chance to play against them to go to the Final Four. I mean, you see Big 12 everywhere, and the success that we bring, it's because we're battle tested every single day in conference, and you just can't take advantage of who you're playing and think that, oh, maybe this night I'm playing the lower tier teams. It's going to be, you know, easy breeze. No, even in the field house, you know, we're expected to win, but still have to compete.
You look at some of the other guys that are coming back, DeJuan Harris, Bobby Pettiford, KJ Adams. You guys have a lot of talent coming back. They just happen to get stuck behind some other players. Throughout the preseason and throughout practice, which returners do you say could potentially take that next step this season?
You know, like you said, there's so many good ones. Right now, a guy that's just making his mark on the defensive end and on the offensive end has been KJ. You see his presence, you see the way his body is. I mean, he's a strong guy, able to guard 1 through 5. And you know, coach loves defense, loves being able to have the intangibles, and he's got it. You know, he has a mindset to play for another guy. Something that is very underrated. He's always looking to get another guy a shot. You know, how can I draw into, get this guy a shot? And then on the defensive end, I mean, it's been shown night in, night out how aggressive he is and how he attacks, you know, being that guy to guard. And he's going to be a guy that I feel like opens up a lot of eyes because you can just move him around different places, and he seems to just make the team better when he's on the court.
It's a heck of an answer. KJ Adams, a beast. It does a lot of different things for you, right? Moving on to the freshmen, another highly touted class. 3 McDonald's All-Americans, MJ Rice, Ernest Uday, and my man Grady Dick, who's one of the best shooters in that high school class. What can you tell me about KU's young fellas?
The first thing I noticed is that they're all willing to learn. You know, a lot of the times you may see All-Americans come in and think that they know, you know, what it takes to win, what it takes to do this, and that, and come in with a mindset that I have to do this and I have to do that. But that's not the case for these guys. You know, they want to come in. They saw that we won last year and what it takes to be successful, and they want to be coached. They want to be, you know, taught what to do, and they're willing to learn from us players. You know, me and Juan being the guys that have been through a lot of those things, and they're willing to sacrifice. You know, like it wouldn't be as good as we were last year if guys didn't sacrifice. You know, if it's for the best of the team, how can I make this happen? What can I do to help us? And that's been the main thing they do. I mean, they're aggressive. They want to learn. Like you said, Grady's been a great shooter, and you know, I feel like this is really going to be one of those classes. You know, I thought the class that we had with me and CB our freshman year was pretty good, but they're looking really good.
All right, this is the last question for me, and obviously the goal of every player that goes to Kansas is to play at the next level, right? What do you bring to a potential? I don't want to say NBA team because that's not where I'm going with this, but to scouts and to people watching Kansas this year. I want you to focus on you for a second. We've talked about all your teammates. What does Jalen Wilson bring to the basketball court?
You bring a guy that wants to compete and a guy that wants to win. I'm a guy that loves winning. I hate the losses way more than I love the wins, and that's been something that I've always had a part of me. You get a guy that's going to show you what he can do on the offense and the defensive end. And, you know, a big thing of why I came back is I want to prove that I'm a great shooter. And I've been in the gym working on that. And, you know, now that we're getting close to November, I have the opportunity to show it. You know, it's getting closer and closer to these games. And just a guy that wants to win, a guy that you can lean on and off the court. I think that I'm a great teammate guy, you know, a guy that you can chill with, be on the court, laugh, be serious, just that guy that you can move around. You know, I'll try to be the most versatile guy I can be on and out the court, because I know in the NBA, you know, you're not getting drafted to come, hey, here's the ball, go win us games most of the time. How can I fit you into a system that we already have? And I feel like I'm just a guy that you can just plug in any single place, and that's just going to bring energy and a winning competitive mindset.
That's a big time answer. Jalen, thank you so much for coming on the Field of 68 for the Big 12 preview, your unanimous all conference selection. He is Jalen Wilson. I am Terrence Oglesby, and we'll get back right to the show.
Thank you.